Beats Planet.
Yep, what's happening, man? Hold up, there we go. What's up, y'all? It's Voch Lombardi. I wanted to do a couple position ranks. Okay, now let me just break this down for y'all. A couple of rules for my position ranks. I'm not gonna do everybody. Okay, I'm not gonna do all 347 or so prospects. I'm just not gonna do it. Why? I just ain't. It's too many of them. Okay, what I will do is I will give my I feel like a word I want to say is a top notable number. Okay, like for quarterbacks, I'll do about 8 guys. Okay, running backs about 10 or so. Defensive tackles 15. You see what I'm saying? As many relevant guys as I can do. So first round, second round, third round, maybe fourth round guys, cool. 5, 6, 7 round guys, y'all gonna have to do their research on your own. Okay. Something else I want to do is I want to give some honorable mentions, and I'm going to give pet cats. What I mean by pet cats is a term that scouts use. I'm not a scout, but it's a term that scouts use for players. They may not be the best out of that position group, but they just really fit your preference. I mean, you just they just what you like. You know what I mean? So somebody that you like to watch and you really want on your team. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Now, we're doing quarterbacks, all right? So I got my notes in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Got my notes right there. Got my other notes pulled up. Give me 30 seconds. If my thumbprint can register. Okay? Okay? Got my other notes pulled up. So let's get started. Quarterbacks. Here we go. First and foremost, I want to get my honorable mentions out the way. Let's talk about Jeff Driscoll from La Tech, Louisiana Tech. The thing about Jeff Driscoll is he started off at Florida, and he was horrible. Jeff Driscoll was terrible in Florida. I mean, it was an ongoing joke every week. How can we make fun of Jeff Driscoll? But he went to La Tech and he reinvented himself. How did he do it? I don't know. I don't have I didn't do enough film study to figure that out. Maybe I'll do it in a later project. It may be a project called How Jeff Driscoll Reinvented Himself. But he definitely wasn't a draft prospect at first. But now he is draftable. Okay, he came in. He ran the fastest 40 out of quarterbacks. I think with a 4.54, something like that. He outran the guys that you would expect to be fast, but when he gets to the league, he's definitely going to be a project type player. He can definitely make some throws, but he's going to be one of those dudes that he might not make the team in 5 years. But he's an honorable mention. Why? Because he was horrible in Florida. Now he's draftable. That don't mean you're good though. My other honorable mention is Jacoby Brissett from North Carolina State University. Now he's different. He's different. He's definitely draftable. He's like 3rd, 4th round draftable. It's just he's a project as well. He has everything you want. He has the build, the size. He can run a little bit. He can make the throws. The problem is he's a bit timid, in my opinion. He's a bit timid, and he doesn't like to pull the trigger. He likes to double think, and you can't really be doing that in the league. You can have all the arm talent you want, all the upside you want, but you can't be timid throwing the ball. So if he gets to a coach that can somewhat fix that for him, I mean Jacoby Brissett will be okay. But he's an honorable mention. He's the type of guy to look out for. Now, let's get to my quarterback ranking. Starting off with number 1, Jared Goff from California. I think with what was up? The combine. I think at the combine, what happened was it was 2 guys separated themselves from everybody else. That was Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. Okay, they both separated themselves as the top 2 guys. But in my opinion, Jared Goff separated himself from Carson as the number 1 dude. Am I saying Jared Goff is going to go before Carson Wentz? Nah, because a lot of guys don't like Jared Goff for his size or that he has regular man hands and not NFL pro football man hands. But Jared Goff can make every single throw, dude. Thing about Jared Goff is when you watch the field drills, he was the only quarterback throwing with anticipation, and that's not a joke. He threw guys open. He threw guys before they made the final cut, and that's some NFL type stuff right there. He can make all the big boy throws, and people talking about his size. He doesn't have the suit of armor you want, bro. You get that dude a cheeseburger and put him in the weight room, he'll be okay. Jared Goff is my number one quarterback from California. Number two guy just said him, Carson Wentz. Now, like I said, the reason some people may have Carson Wentz over Jared Goff is because Carson Wentz, he's a bigger guy. You know, Carson Wentz is like 6'5", 200 and forever pounds or something like that, like 240, 230, 250, something like that. He has the quarterback size you're looking for. He can also make all of the throws, but he's fast. Move the mouse to resume. Cool, but he's fast. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I'm still recording. We good, but he's fast. You know what I'm saying? He's not just a mobile guy. Like, he can run. He's athletic. Great competitor, okay? And the only thing you really got to knock him on is that he played for North Dakota State. And really? I mean, they won championships 5 years straight. And the only reason he wasn't starting earlier because, I mean, the dude in front of him won championships 3 years straight or something crazy like that. But, I mean, Carson Wentz is he's definitely my number two guy. And I think that's as far as it goes, as far as like top 5, top 10 quarterbacks, I think that's where the line stops. But the guy that did keep up with the front of the pack, he was considered to be the first overall pick at some point with his cool ass, Paxton Lynch from Memphis. Now, what he did was when he went to the combine, he showed that he was able to keep up with the top two guys, Jared and Carson. Paxton Lynch, he threw very well. He's also a mobile guy. That's another thing that gets him a little bit of recognition in the game out here in these scout streets. Is that he's mobile. He can move around, but he's more so of a move around to make time, to create time to get the pass down the field. Carson's just gonna run with that thing if it's open, okay? But Paxton can run too. We saw at the combine that he can make big boy throws, and that was one of his biggest knocks. When you watch his film on Memphis, the ball moves laterally a lot. You know, he throws a lot of bubbles, a lot of screens, a lot of sideways stuff, a lot of short routes. But what we saw at the combine was that he can make big boy throws. Something else I will say to note this is Paxton Lynch played with like 6 walk-ons, right? His offense had like tight ends and walk-ons, tight ends and receivers. They were all walk-ons, right? And he put hands all over Ole Miss with 4 walk-on receivers and a walk-on tight end. You know what I'm saying? So Paxton Lynch definitely gets a lot of recognition from me. Salute to you, Paxton Lynch. Now it's the next group of guys. Okay, it's like Jared Goff is here. Watch my hands, okay? Watch my hands. Ready for my hands? Jared Goff. Matter of fact, give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. Let me draw it up for y'all. I'm gonna draw it up. I got some on my board. Nah, man, I'm not gonna draw it up. Cool. I wasn't prepared. I let Nas down. Whatever. But it's like, what was I saying? Jared Goff is right here, okay? But Carson Wentz is like right there, right up under Jared Goff. And Paxton Lynch is like right there. So those next two, then the next tier is like right here. That's 2 guys, 3 guys. 3 guys are like right here. Then everybody else is down here. Okay? Keep that in mind. Okay. The next group of guys after Paxton Lynch is getting to this third tier. The first guy in that third tier is Christian Hackenberg. This guy is very interesting because when you watch his freshman tape, he had all the tools. He had everything. He could make pre-snap reads. He had control of the offense to change the plays and, you know, run hot routes and audibles and things like that. You know, Christian Hackenberg had the juice when he was with Bill O'Brien his freshman year, but Bill O'Brien went to Houston. Penn State lost some scholarships. Allen Robinson went to the league. He became Christian Sackenberg. Stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of fell off a little bit. You know what I mean? So, but as far as his combine goes, I feel like he had an okay combine. It wasn't as good as those top 3 guys, but he did have an okay combine. It was better than some other guys' combines that we're gonna talk about next. But as far as Christian Hackenberg goes, he does have the arm talent. He can throw that thing all over the place. It's just his consistency. Can he be consistent and can he make the right throws? And when he gets to the lead, we're gonna see. Now, am I saying Christian Hackenberg gonna be garbage? No, I ain't saying that. But it's like he's one of those guys that gotta be in the right situation, and that right situation may be Houston. We'll never know. We'll see. But Christian Hackenberg, say that 5 times fast. Christian Hackenberg from Penn State is my number 4 guy. Number 5 is Connor Cook, and he barely is at number 5. Ooh, he's barely at number 5. He's worse than Christian Hackenberg in my opinion, and he's barely better than my number 6 dude. We'll cross that road. We get there. The thing about Connor Cook is he can make all the throws. Okay, pretty good quarterback. I'm not knocking Connor Cook. He's a damn good quarterback. He gets a little gunslingery. Okay, he makes a lot of bad. Listen, you can't be a gunslinger and you ain't got the build to be a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? He's inconsistent with his accuracy. Sometimes he'll make some throws and make you go. You know, he'll really make you give that look. But and also his teammates don't like him. How you know Voch Lombardi? I'll tell you why. How I know he wasn't named team captain, and you know how hard it is to be a quarterback and not be named team captain. That's like playing quarterback in the Super Bowl and not being named MVP. You get it? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, he wasn't named team captain, and that says a lot about what his teammates think about him. Truth be told, I think he's an asshole. I don't know him personally, but that's what word on road is. They're not gonna say it like that on ESPN or the NFL Network. They're not gonna say Connor Cook is an asshole and a bad teammate. But damn it, we do what we want on the Voch Lombardi YouTube channel, Voch Lombardi podcast, Voch Lombardi Radio. We do what we want here. We say what we want, and I guess his teammates think Connor Cook is an asshole. So I mean, that's gonna be a big knock for him too. I mean, if you're the quarterback, you got to lead people, man, and I mean, how can you complete throws when your wide receivers don't want to catch your passes, you know? But he's my number 5 guy. Right on his tail, and I mean right on his tail is Dak Prescott, Mississippi State. Dak Prescott evolved from a thrower to a passer. He might get his own video. He evolved from a thrower to a passer. What you mean by that? Like, that year when Mississippi State, they climbed up the ranks. I think they may have been number 1 or number 2 in the entire nation at the time before they went tumbling to Alabama. That Dak Prescott, he made college quarterback throws. Okay. Now this dude last year on the Mississippi State team that wasn't as good as that team. Pardon me. He made some big boy throws. Okay. He made big boy throws. He threw with anticipation. He figured out how to be a better passer. A lot of guys compared him to Tebow, and then a lot of guys said he was a better passing Tebow. I think he passed all that. Like, you see him like above the shoulders. He gave you what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as checking in and out of plays and things like that. When you look at Dak Prescott play, you'll think that, he's one of those prototypical easy offense shotgun quarterbacks that won't make it in the league, but he's evolving so fast. He's still learning so much as a quarterback. You would think that when you get him into the league and you keep teaching him, he's going to keep evolving as a quarterback, and that's going to up his upside. He has a lot of upside. Dak Prescott got a hell of a ceiling. Is it one of those Paxton Lynch, Carson Wentz ceilings? I ain't saying all that. But Dak Prescott definitely does have a ceiling in which he will turn into a very, very productive NFL quarterback. Maybe a Donovan McNabb level NFL quarterback. We'll cross that road when we actually get there. We'll see. But I like the future for Dak Prescott. Number 7, Cardale Jones. Ohio State University. He pulled a hammy at the combine. He needed to throw real bad. I don't even know why he was running, because we knew he was fast. We knew he was fast for his size. We knew he could move. We needed to see Cardale Jones make big boy throws, and not big boy throws in the sense of just, can you throw a long ball? Can you throw the intermediate? Because we know he can. He has the arm talent to do it. But can you throw in tight windows? Can you throw it with anticipation? Can you fit the ball in tight windows? Did I say that twice? I might have said that twice. We also need to know if Dak Prescott can, if he can read coverages. Can he handle things from the shoulders up? You know what I'm saying? As a ball of clay, Cardale Jones is that dude. You know what I'm saying? Cardale Jones can. Like he can flick his wrist and throw the ball 100 yards, man. He's up there with the arm talent guys. It's just that can he grasp the above the shoulders thing? And if he can figure that out, all props to Cardale Jones, but he's number 7. And our last guy, number 8, Brandon Allen, Mr. Hand Massage, Mr. Stretch him out, Mr. Look, Ma, I made it. Brandon Allen from Arkansas. He was the best quarterback in the SEC last year. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people wasn't focused, but Brandon Allen, I think he led. Don't take my word for it. You might want to look this stat up on your own. But I think he threw the best. Like he had the most yards and the most touchdowns. He was just the best SEC quarterback last year. Granted, it don't take that much to be the best SEC quarterback. Okay, let me see how many SEC quarterbacks we got. God damn it, he's the only SEC quarterback, the only SEC quarterback on this list anyway. So I guess him outthrowing Jake Coker and Dobson, whatever the kid from Tennessee. I guess him outthrowing them isn't that impressive. But to say the least, it's his stats. He outthrew everybody else in the SEC. Think about Brandon Allen. He's a small dude, man. Not just his hands. But he's a small dude altogether. He seems really good at throwing at guys when they're open. I don't see him throw guys open, but I do see like he can hit guys in stride. He can make big plays. Like he understands that part of the game. But he also has a lot of NFL throws to try to figure out and make. I don't like him too much throwing deep balls. Intermediate, he's okay. He's more of a short passing type of guy. He's one of those guys where if he can get it right from the shoulders up, he could be a field general at the next level. If everything works out. But yeah, Brandon Allen is my number 8 guy. My pet cat out of this entire group, man, Jared Goff, man. I love me some Jared Goff. I'm a Cowboys fan. We pick at number 4. If we don't pick my other pet cat, which is my main pet cat, which would be in another video, Miles Jack. If we don't pick him, I wouldn't mind Jared Goff being a quarterback of the future. Now, I don't see that happening, but I can always dream. I can always dream something crazy gonna happen. But I just don't want that dude to go to Cleveland and ruin his life. I want to see Jared Goff have a good pro career. Anyway, like I said, man, I'm Voch Lombardi. This is my first position rankings for quarterbacks and whatnot. I got a lot more to do. Running backs are going to be next. Stay on the lookout for that. And thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Peace. Also, I forgot to mention. Can y'all hear me? There we go. Also, I forgot to mention, follow me on Twitter as Voch Lombardi. I don't have a lot of Twitter followers. I don't really tweet much, but if I get more followers, I'll start tweeting much. Also, go to my Facebook group, Lombardi's Draft Talk. Check that out. Yeah. My bad, I zoned out for a minute messing with this phone. Lombardi's Draft Talk, check that out. It's a Facebook group, Lombardi, LOMBARDI''S Draft Talk. It's a Facebook group. Come in there, talk some noise with us. Tell us who your team is, who you want to draft, and we'll hold some draft conversation, which cool thing to do. If you want to see my quarterback videos, there's probably going to be a link on the screen somewhere around here. Go check that video out. I'm also doing more film sessions in the future. Look out for that. And it's Voch Lombardi. I'm gone.